Start. Whereas in various countries, sentencing guidelines are provided statutorily or otherwise, which may guide judges for awarding specific sentence. In India, we do not have any such sentencing policy till date. Stop. The prevalence of such guidelines may not only aim at achieving consistencies in awarding sentences. In different cases, such guidelines normally prescribe the sentencing policy as well, namely whether the purpose of awarding punishment in a particular case is more of a deterrence or retribution or rehabilitation, etc. Stop. In the absence of such guidelines in India, courts go by their own perception about the philosophy behind the prescription of certain specified penal consequences for particular nature of crime. Stop. For some, deterrence and obligor vengeance becomes more important, whereas another judge may be more influenced by rehabilitation or restoration as the goal of sentencing. Stop. Sometimes it would be a combination of both, which would weigh in the mind of the court in awarding a particular sentence. Stop. However, that may be question of quantum. Stop para. What follows from the discussion behind the purpose of sentencing is that if a particular crime is to be treated as crime against the society and obligor heinous crime, then the deterrence theory as a rationale for punishing the offender becomes more relevant to be applied in such cases. Stop. Therefore, in respect of such offences which are treated against the society, it becomes the duty of the state to punish the offender. Stop. Thus, comma, even when there is a settlement between the offender and the victim, there would not prevail, as in such cases the matter is in public domain. Stop. Society demands that the individual offender should be punished in order to deter other effectively, as it amounts to greatest good of the greatest number of persons in a society. Stop. It is in this context that we have to understand the scheme philosophy behind section 307 of the code. Stop para. We would like to expand this principle in some more detail. Stop. We find, comma, in practice and in reality, after recording the conviction and while awarding the sentence slash punishment, the court is generally governed by any or all or combination of the aforesaid factors. Stop. Sometimes it is the deterrence theory which prevails in the minds of the court, particularly in those cases where the crimes committed are heinous in nature or depicts depravity or lack morality. Stop. At times it is to satisfy the element of emotion in law and retribution, vengeance becomes the guiding factor. Stop. In any case, it cannot be denied that the purpose of punishment by law is deterrent, constrained by considerations of justice. Stop. What then is the role of mercy, forgiveness, and compassion in law? These are by no means comfortable questions, and even the answers may not be comforting. Stop. There may be certain cases which are too obvious, namely cases involving heinous crime with element of criminality against the society and not parties inter se. Stop. In such cases, the deterrence as prescribed for the purpose of punishment becomes paramount, and even if the victim or his relatives have shown the virtue and gentility, agreeing to forgive the culprit, compassion of that private party would not move the court in accepting the same as larger and more important public policy of showing the iron hand of law to the wrongdoers.